Is it time to go long on Bitcoin? In today's video, guys, we are jumping down into the technical analysis of BTC, reviewing what's been going on and where I think the price is heading next. Let's roll the intro and get right down into it. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Bitcoin video update. Today we are jumping into the charts for Bitcoin. Here we have Bitcoin paired up with Tether. This is the 4-hour Binance chart and some interesting kind of developments over the last few hours or so. Okay, so obviously we saw the breakout situation here from our bullish flag. Okay, this bullish flag is basically lower highs and lower lows, decreasing volume after we had increasing volume for the poll. Now, with this breakout, we can see that we've come back down. I'm going to actually extend this down just a little bit. Okay, back testing on the upper trend line of a parallel channel, and we can also see our 50 SMA and 50 EMAs lifting up now, heading above the trend line there. Okay, now, what is this? Well, the 50 SMA, the simple moving average, is $51,219. There's a strong possibility that the 50 SMA will hold as support. If we cannot hold the 50 SMA as support, the red line, the 50 EMA, coming in at $50,798, I would expect to be acting as strong support for BTC. Now, not only do we have these acting as support, but we also have our mid-level trend line, the previous area of resistance that has turned to support as well. So my expectation is that Bitcoin here is going to bounce and we're going to be heading up towards that upper trend line. I do expect us to see some pretty significant returns here for BTC. So let's go ahead and reflect on this from a trading point of view. What's the trade opportunity here? Well, the trade opportunity here is to kind of go long on the market, targeting out that upper trend line and putting the stop loss just down here below our lower trend line and below the 50 EMA, 50 SMA. This gives us a risk reward ratio of about 1.87. Now, if we want to be super risky on the market, we could lift up that stop loss, but that's going to increase our risks of being liquidated. So I'm going to keep that nice and low, just below our trend line here. Okay, and inside the parallel channel, that's going to give us an area of safety, at least a little bit of a safety net for a long position here for BTC. Now, it's still possible that we move down a little bit deeper, which means we don't have to enter right now on market at the point of recording a video. We could potentially come down and retest out those 50 EMAs, 50 SMAs, and that gives us an even better risk reward ratio of about 5.48. But if we were to lower that stop loss and give us some more breathing room, it lowers our risk reward ratio, gives us a bit more of a net, and we still have that target on the high side. So for Bitcoin here, I think a long position is the one to kind of be going for. And of course, guys, if I am to be trading, I'm going to be trading on BitGet. BitGet is my go-to platform for all my leverage-based trades. There's a link for BitGet in the description down below. So if you haven't yet signed up for an account, what are you waiting for? There's many bonuses and rewards for signing up and trading on the platform. There are lots of terms and conditions with that as well, depending on the country and the jurisdiction that you are in. And all the T's and C's can be found on their website. Above and beyond just, sign up bonuses and rewards and all that kind of stuff, ultimately it's just a really easy to use platform. I don't think you guys are going to be disappointed with it, so why not go ahead and check it out? The link is in the description below. So coming back into our chart here, the expectation is going to be a run to the upside, and we're still targeting out $54,000 to $55,000 for BTC. And as I zoom out, we can still see that we're coiling up into this ascending wedge pattern, where we are hopeful that the bulls are going to be able to break out and take the price higher. However, it is also important that we acknowledge that the ascending wedge is a bearish pattern, and if the bulls are unable to rally Bitcoin's price out of this, then unfortunately there will be a breakdown. Now, the good news is that that's not going to happen right away. That's something that we're going to see over a kind of, period of time. I'm not expecting it to kind of happen instantaneously or anything like that. I expect us to kind of coil up into this range before we finally get that breakdown. Okay, and of course, if the bulls are able to break us out, then fantastic. We'll see that breakout. We can kind of put this pattern to bed. Okay, so it's one of those. We're going to keep a close eye on all of the structures and all that kind of wonderful stuff. But for now, I think the next move is to the upside, and we're going to be targeting out $54,000 to $55,000. Now, as we bring up our stochastic RSIs, you can see here on our 4-hour time frame, we've just crossed the average, and we are looking for a lift in terms of price action. So we are looking for that move to the upside. On the 1-hour time frame, let's just get this to load in here. We can still see that we're looking for that brief correction to the downside, and we've just crossed negatively. What this means is that we're still looking for that little move down towards the 50 SMA, the 50 EMAs. It means there's a better entry for long positions. We don't have to enter going long right now. We can do that at a later stage. Okay, at least this is my thoughts and my opinions. Obviously, I am no financial advisor. All I'm sharing here are my kind of thoughts and opinions and how I would approach the market. Now, our hourly shows us with this correction in to the downside just a little bit. And our 4-hour and 8-hour are showing us with some potential moves up higher in price action. Okay, so it's looking pretty good from those kind of point of views. Now, if we go ahead and throw in our divergence indicator, you can see here we had obviously hidden bullish divergence. We haven't had any bearish right now. We're coming back down to test this previous mid-level range for the RSI. So I do think we're looking pretty good on that. On the 8-hour time frame, again, hidden bullish, nothing major there. On the 1-hour, nothing major being shown up there either. So everything's looking okay from that point of view. From a volume perspective, volume here has been decreasing as we've kind of been correcting down here as well during all of this moment, this kind of ranging market here. So that's actually a positive, right? Good volume taking us up, at least on the smaller time frames here, and then decreasing, and then we'll look for a lift in volume as we push up a little bit higher. Okay, so it does look like everything is kind of gearing up, ready for a bit of a position and a bit of a shift back to the upside after a little bit of a cooling off period. And yeah, I still think $54,000 to $55,000 are the most likely scenarios for BTC on the smaller time frames. So guys, why don't you check out this video here where I'm talking about AGIX and the potential that it has for a little bit more to the upside before we go back into an accumulative phase.